Hi, I'm Mina, and I'm from the UK, from London, but I was originally born in Pakistan. I've been vegan for about 3 years now, first doing just raw food for several months, and then kind of going back and forth.
And you had some health challenges. Can you tell me about what that was?
Yeah, so I had quite bad acne before I started this lifestyle. Just mostly kind of concentrated this part of my face, kind of just vicious like circle of getting all these breakouts and then scarring, and it was looking really like just rough. Yeah.
Right. Like when did it start?
Started probably when I was like 13, 14, like kind of normal adolescent.
Right, and what did you do about it?
For ages I didn't really know what to do about it. Really no members of my family had like bad skin problems at all, so kind of the advice that I was getting from people wasn't really applicable or helpful for me. You know, I was exercising, I was following what I thought was like a really healthy diet, but it was very like had a lot of protein in it. I was eating a lot of fish and eggs and stuff like that, but it wasn't really working for me. It just didn't help with any of those symptoms, and I felt quite like groggy and unfocused a lot of the time.
How did it make you feel?
That diet?
No, the having the acne.
The acne, yeah, it was obviously, I think acne tends to affect your confidence quite a bit, especially at that age. And I think I also felt like it was my body quite clearly telling me that there was something wrong, and also telling the rest of the world that there was something kind of unbalanced inside of it. And so it just kind of made me frustrated. Yeah, frustrated more than anything else, I think.
So what did you try? How did you, change something?
So I'd just been researching a lot about veganism for quite a while, because I'd still been eating dairy. I cut out meat, but I realized that it was kind of the same thing to be supporting the dairy industry, but I didn't really know how to make the transition because there's so much fear-mongering on just everywhere about like how vegan diets are so unhealthy. And so I didn't know how to do it, and I was reading all this great stuff about raw veganism, and so I thought, might as well try it. I love fruit already. I'd already got this great passion for fruit, so it just sounded really good to me. I was like, I'm probably going to enjoy this, and I really did enjoy it. And yeah, it kind of cleared up very quickly, actually, like within a few months.
So, like, just like that, it disappeared?
Yeah, I mean, like, it wasn't overnight or anything, but it was after maybe 3-4 months. I also realized that getting more sunlight was very important for me, though, as well. That was another big thing. But yeah, after 3-4 months doing just like raw, and now I eat some cooked food, and it hasn't caused much of an issue. Like if I'm eating too much fat or something, it might occasionally like make my skin go, but usually it's fine.
So what do you think was the main cause of your pimples?
I think it was the dairy, to be honest. I think dairy was the big issue for me. There have been times since I became vegan that I've accidentally ingested dairy on occasion, and I just have an immediate reaction. Like every time my skin is just like, no, I'm not having that. It's not, it doesn't work for my body.
Right.
Yeah.
And now you've changed your diet, so how do you feel in general on this diet?
I feel much better. Like, I mean, I obviously have all the kind of ups and downs of emotion that I had before, but I feel more clear-headed about everything. I feel more connected to the world around me. That's a really big thing. I think I always loved nature and kind of connecting with nature, but I think something about eating so much like just whole food, plant-based food gives you a new level of connection with your environment, and it's something you feel. It's not really something I can describe very easily. It's something you really do feel in your every cell of your body. Yeah.
Could you ever go back to a normal diet, do you think?
I don't know. There might be situations in which like it's forced upon me or something, but like I don't think I would, choose to go back. It just wouldn't make sense. Like even every now and again when I try and reintroduce certain foods, my body just doesn't like it and I just feel unhappy. So
how do you feel it?
I just feel like heavier. I feel like my food isn't digesting as well. Like I say, my skin will start flaring up. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of sort of a gross feeling, I guess, inside my body. Yeah.
Okay. And do you have a final good advice for somebody who's struggling with acne?
I think, it's a possibility that like this kind of diet might help clear it up, but it also might not. Like everybody's body is different, and I really, from my experience, would really strongly recommend trying it. But I think it's also important not to get like too pulled down about our health issues as well. Like it's sometimes, yes, we can all have amazing abundant health, but we don't have to be just unhappy because our body is telling us that something is a bit out of balance. It's not a judgment on yourself. It's not a judgment on who you are. You're perfect. You're fine. Keep being beautiful because you just are intrinsically. And try and eat fruit because it's great. But see what works for you and trust yourself.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
No worries. Thank you for having me on your channel.
Hvis du gerne vil vide mere om, hvordan man helbreder sig selv naturligt, så gå over på min hjemmeside Rask på Raw. Her kan du tilmelde dig mit gratis videocrash-kursus, og så lærer jeg dig meget mere om principperne og kosten, så du selv kan komme i gang. Og forresten, husk at abonnere på mig på YouTube, hvis du gerne vil se flere gode videoer.